Good afternoon. My paper focuses on the creation of comprehensive diversity and inclusion plan. From here on out, I'm going to be referring to it as D&I. This plan will meet the needs of the Vermont Veterans Outreach Program, a contract held by Interactive Government Holdings. I hate that company's name. It's important to understand that this proposal is specific to implementing and complementing the process to their existing internal process. I've made it clear that the suggestions is taking from a consulting view instead of considering it as an intervention. So the people that do not assume that the addition of D&I is threatening to their best practices. This proposal consists of intercultural issues that the company has experienced in the past, how the situations were managed, and perceived challenges with D&I, and recommendations to the implementation D&I within the workplace without incurring a significant cost to the contract. The research was conducted over a 2-week period to investigate how management and coworkers have perceived past and current efforts towards D&I. The group consists of 13 individuals, of 3 fully participated in action research, while the rest agreed to participate partially. Baseline data was managed through anonymous surveys and interviews. Upon conclusion of the baseline data and collection, gained better insight to the needs of D&I plan that will involve building a more diverse workforce, making D&I a priority more frequent, and creating opportunities to practice D&I while still implementing the requirement contract process. The initial analysis deemed that the contractual company did not have room for creating and implementing a D&I plan beyond the annual training because their intent is to support their clients and military veterans. Upon further research, gained knowledge that the implementation of the contract was costlier than the original plan, and the contract holder had to cut the programs. From here, it was determined that the contractual company was not required to focus on D&I unless it pertained to their client case law. Resulting in the core problem, the internal contract blocked in offering a more inclusive environment. This was a direct result of non-diverse workforce due to past hiring initiatives that involved filling vacancies by grandfathering most senior employees for management or hiring someone that management was friends with outside the company, typically white males. This selection would not necessarily be the best fit of the company's contractual requirements, but it created an opportunity for a fast fulfillment for available vacancies. In addition to the lack of having a diverse workforce on this contract, there was no effort made to create any inclusive environmental beyond the expected interactions of respecting the opposite sex and recognizing internal and external disabilities. Hence, the need to propose a D&I initiative and to conduct a survey to see where the rest of the team stood with their thoughts and opinions. The survey results confirmed that management lacks in prioritizing diversity and inclusion. They value existing employees' differences, and the existing workforce is not culturally diversified. There were multiple questions that were inconclusive and others that everyone voted to be neutral in certain areas. 85% of the group recognized that the contractual company does not have a diverse workforce, but they also believe that it is fair, inclusive workplace without individuals of different races. In addition, a high percentage of individuals felt like they were different from others, but believe that the company treats them fairly with the opportunity to be free and open expression of ideas, opinions, and beliefs. Upon further consideration, this feedback may be due to individuals believing in diversity goes beyond race and gender. Each team member is a combat veteran from different branches of the military service. All of us have different disability ratings. There are 3 females and the team varies in age, which, by the way, I'm the oldest. Though no culturally differences, there is an opportunity for growth and further development of D&I. As for our interview results, all three individuals had a baseline understanding of D&I. It was determined that the contractual company is more reactive than proactive when it comes to D&I, especially when there are situations that involve someone not being receptive towards a diverse nature of another individual. Most depict their effort to address the problems themselves or report it to management for situations that do not diffuse on their own. All three interviewees felt that there was not opportunity to increase their diversity skill sets within the workplace, which impacts methods of demonstrating these skills within the workplace. Unfortunately, one interviewee displayed response in a negative and abrupt manner. However, the response were honest and provided insights to their opinions, which were appreciated. Collecting both positive and negative feedback has helped to influence the D&I proposal for the contract company. Considering that contract has a current vacancy, this would be a great time to suggest the D&I proposal to management. To not go into too much detail, the proposal focuses on a no-cost approach so it doesn't affect the contractual budget. First, hiring manager would implement the blind recruiting process to create a diverse candidate pool. Then, promote opportunities for a whole team to participate, such as coaching, mentoring program, diversifying resource groups such as women's veteran support groups, individuals who suffer from traumatic brain injury, individuals who have experienced or experience PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress syndrome, and family support during times of change, and the creation of D&I Accountability Committee, a group of people responsible for the maintenance of the workplace equality. Prior to the assessment, this team would provide education, support at the management level regarding what inclusion is and why it's important. Since the team is already receiving an annual diversity training, the training module could be revamped to go more in depth to conclusion. Since the team is already receiving an annual diversity training, the training module could be revamped to go more in depth to cover inclusion. I know I need to be more realistic, but my hope is that the compiled recommendations would be considered towards promoting D&I within the workplace. It could be a no-cost approach of using existing resources and changing techniques. In fact, I'd be happy if the contractual company could take even a suggestion under advisement. Wish me luck, and I want to wish everybody a happy holidays. Go West Virginia.